Bin looks good, hey? Morning, by the way. Fire up the service truck here. We'll run to town, get some diesel that way. It'll be a little while before UFA can get out here and deliver some fuel, so we'll fuel up the slip tank, come back, put her in the combine, and get that combine topped off. A little bit of a breeze this morning, I see. Sun shining. So I'm hoping that Barley's gonna go today. Late this afternoon, hopefully we'll be going on Barley. Well, we'll put this slip tank in there. Hopefully that'll fill it, but I don't know, it's pretty low, so it'll probably need a little bit more. But you wanna know what's awesome? When you go to town to fill the slip tank, and it was already 3/4 full. I thought it was empty. Like, I thought the freaking slip tank was empty, so I went to town to fill it, and I put like 100 and some liters in. It holds 450. If I would have put whatever diesel was in the slip tank in the combine to start with, then went to town, the next slip tank would have filled this right full, and then I could have topped off the sprayer or the old 9380 or something. Oh well. Just another trip to town, I guess. Well, how much fuel did that give us? Hopefully it's just about full, and I might just call that good. Oh yeah, it's 99% full. According to the gauge here, see? It says full there, and then here, fuel, 99%. So, might just call that good. Well, we're getting things fueled up here. I went back to town, topped the combine right full, which didn't take hardly anything because it was pretty much full as it was, but it's right full now. The sprayer's right full of diesel. Whatever's left in the slip tank, it'll definitely fit in the old 9380. And then that's probably good enough. I'll just wait till they deliver fuel right to the farm, and then, yeah, we're empty now. Wait till they deliver fuel right to the farm here, and then fuel up the Massey and Magnum and whatever, then we'll be fine. Now we gotta find something else to do. Things are fueled up, so I wonder, should we just say to hell with it and try the Barley right now with the combine? Won't bother with the simpler sampler this time. We'll just fire up the combine. I don't think it'll be ready yet though. If the simpler sampler said 16.8 yesterday, it's probably more like 17.8. It's probably dried down since yesterday. Bit of a breeze all day today so far. The sun's been out all day. It's not that late in the day yet. I guess we could go bite some kernels again and dick around. I'm just itching to get going here. For heck's sakes. Chopping very well that night, that one evening there. It was so humid, the straw just didn't hardly chop. It don't matter, I'm bailing the straw anyways, so should be getting dropped. Yeah, these heads are bent right over. Huh. Wonder what they're testing. Wonder what it's testing now. I don't know. That seems pretty dry to me, but and this is a malt variety. I can't remember if I told you guys that or not. That's partly the reason why I didn't want to desiccate it. I was hoping it would ripen up standing, go in there as soon as it's ready, combine it before the heads start breaking off. What'll happen, for those that don't know, see how that head is so bent over, eventually that head will just break off. It gets so brittle. Oh, they're not that bad yet, but it gets so brittle that the head will break off, falls on the ground, then what? You can't do nothing with it. Man, you guys, that it's hard to tell by biting them, but it sure feels a little bit, tiny bit drier than yesterday. I know it sounds stupid, but like it feels like there's zero moisture in those kernels to the bite, you know. So yeah, that's well, you know what? It's not. I was gonna try it about supper time today, and it's not that time yet. It's only, I don't know what time it is. It's just after dinner or something like that. What if we just fire up the combine and took a swipe right in here again? Come right in here and take just enough of a swipe to get a sample. 225 grams is all we need. See what it's testing right here. Oh, I see a green. See, that's going to hurt the moisture right there. That'll really bring it up. Just that. Yeah, it's still dough stage. But that's just one that I've seen so far. You know what? I'm getting antsy. Let's fire up the old Sassy Massey. Take a little bit of a bite out of there and see what it's at now. Just got an alert on my phone. We're under a severe thunderstorm watch right now, so if it rains, we're going to be right back to square one, waiting for it to dry down again, and then it'll be another 2-3 days if it rains today, this afternoon, evening, whatever, before we can try it again. So if it is dry, if I could get, well, one tridem off would be pretty cool, but I forget how long it takes to get a full tridem off in barley. It doesn't take that long because well, normally it yields good, but I don't think that stuff's going to yield very good. There's not enough rain on it. You know, 3-4 inches of rain maybe all year on it. That's not enough to grow a very good crop. It looks half decent, I guess, but I gotta put it neutral every time. Holy smokes, remind me to park the combine facing the other way so the sun's not beating right in here. It's hotter than hell in here. She's warmed up. Let's go take a little bite out of there. Here we go. We'll take a little bite right here. Take that little bit, go in there, circle back out real quick, just enough to get a sample. Curious to see where it's sitting now. Good enough. Well, let's go to the old love shack. We'll first grab a little pail full of seed out of the copper there and we'll test it. Ah, can't wait to go in this oven again. It won't be that bad. We're only in there a couple minutes. All right, we got 225 grams exactly. Let's see where we are today. Well, this is a good sign, guys. So we got that needle all the way to the left as we can get her. Call it 25. Temperature is, oh, it's 31 today. Holy crap. We'll just go 30 degrees and then have to do the math or whatever, right? So 25. What are we at here? 25. Holy crap, you guys. We're at 13.6 at 30 degrees. And if you go, the hotter it gets, the hotter it gets, the moisture goes down. So it's actually probably like 13.5, 13 and a half. Well, man, my fingernails look gross in the camera there. Anyway, it's time to take this sample to the elevator and see what they say about it. So yesterday, what was it? 16.8? 13.6 now, and it's not even supper time yet. So as the day goes on, it's only going to get drier. So yeah, let's, I'm going to rip this to the elevator, see what they say about it. You guys meet me back here in about probably an hour. And if they can take it, we just might start combining. Back from the elevator. Actually, I went to 2 different elevators. Now, what I find interesting is how the moisture differs from one another. One elevator said 13.9% moisture, which is pretty close to the old 919. The old 919 was 13.6, was it, or 13.5? Pretty close, within half a point-ish. And then the other elevator was 14.4. I don't know. Either way, it's dry. So I guess we'll, next step though, what I want to do is take a hopper off and then get a good sample throughout the whole hopper, and then go test that on the 919 and see what it says. Well, I had to run home and grab my Sure Gain drop pan. I think those guys are out of North Battleford, Saskatchewan. Makes setting the combine a breeze, especially when you're by yourself. It's got the magnets right there, one magnet there, one there. Remote, turn the magnets on, click it up underneath the rear axle there. Combine, normal speed, whatever you're, how you think you want to go, and drop the pan. Combine right over top of the pan. Then you stop, clean all the chaff out of there, see what you're throwing over. I aim for no more than 1 bushel an acre throw over. I try aim for that on all crops. Whatever speed you got to go, that's what I go. Set the combine, close as you can, and away you go. So I guess the next step will be to get this old Massey fine-tuned for barley. Hoping to do about 4 mile an hour with a 30-foot header in this barley. Hopefully. Or at least 3 mile an hour minimum. Okay, you gotta get the little power pack. Plugs in here, you close that up, and you got the remote. But now we gotta set the combine to drop straw, and luckily this Massey is super simple with this MAV chopper on it. You just flip this lever this way. It's just a diverter inside there, then you flip the one thing down, now you're dropping straw. It takes literally, I don't know, 1, 2, like 5 seconds maybe. 8 seconds max to switch from dropping straw to chopping straw, so super simple. Like, I wonder if I can do it with one hand. Hang on. So you gotta pull this out, right? So we can pull that out. Flipper there. There. Now we're dropping straw. What did that take? 3 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever. Is that locked there? Yeah. There. Now we're gonna see how this diverter thing works. Dropping the straw. I'm curious. Anyway, it's not plugged up, so that's good. Okay, I guess I'll get that power pack, put it on the drop pan thing, and then we'll just go. You want to be level, nice level spot, somewhere you can, you know, cruise right along. You know what you want to do for speed and all that stuff. So, anyway, let's get it all set up. Okay, we got the power pack in there. A little remote. Turn the magnets on. Now they should stick up there. I put it right here. Just like that. You hit the button, and she drops. Turn it back on. Beauty. I guess it's level enough here. I'd rather not try set it on the outside round, but whatever. We'll just go along here, cut in right here and go along. It's pretty level there, and you don't got to go very far, but you want to go far enough so that you loaded up the combine and you're pouring grain in the hopper good, and you know it's flowing well. Then you drop that pan. Go whatever speed you think you got it set for, and then drop the pan and see what you're throwing over. It comes with a rain gauge. They did the math on it. After you got all the chaff sieved out of there and all that, pour the kernels into a rain gauge, find what millimeters, how many millimeters of grain is in the gauge, and then they got a chart it comes with. Check the chart, what size header you got, you know, look at the chart and see what you're throwing over. So, like I say, I aim for no more than 1 bushel an acre throw over on all crops. So, let's kick her in. We got the pan magnetized. It's on the back of the axle there, the back axle. And let's see what we're throwing over here at. We'll try the first one at 4 mile an hour. We'll try it there. Okay, I lied. I was doing 3 mile an hour when I dropped it. Whatever. We'll try the first drop at 3. I got the combine setting set where, you know, barley should be good enough. And then most of the time it's your ground speed that plays a pretty big factor in what you're throwing over. So just waiting for that straw chopper to quit spinning, because you don't want to be standing back there when that thing's still spinning. I got my hand sieves. The hand sieves with us now. Oh, I forgot this paper towel in here. I carry the rain gauge, funnel, right in here, and then it comes with the little book. I'll show you in here. See, it comes with a measurement chart. Wheat, canola, barley, right there. Header width, feet. So we're in barley, 30-foot header. Number on the gauge. So if we got 30 mils on the gauge, that's 1 bushel an acre throw over. 60 mils, 2 bushel, 90 mils, 3 bushel, right? So ideally we want to be at no more than 30 mils on this rain gauge, and 30 mils is right there. So as long as we're 30 or less, we're good to roll. I'll tell you one thing, that's a better windrow with that piece of tin at the back of the rotor than what it used to be. And there's a little bit of green in here too. Look at that. That's not good. That'll bring that moisture way up, right on the edge like that. I'd have to leave the outside round and do it after, sort of thing. Because out here, it's fine. Right? There's no green in here. It's just that outside edge. But yeah, that looks like it kind of puked it out the side quite a bit there. See how it goes way out? Another spot there, way out, way out. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe just tufts of it coming out so much at once that piece of tin kind of falls down or something maybe. Actually, let's have a look up there right now. Oh yeah, it's still facing this way. See that? That's good. Anyway, okay, now we gotta sift through all this long straw stuff, right? There's the pan. Get those kernels all the way down to the bottom. Oh, what's that about? Unthreshed head, that's not good. We're also looking for that too, right? Another one. What the heck? That one's threshed out. That's gonna be beautiful straw though with that green in it. Cows will love that. Well, that's grass, some of it. I'm just right on the edge, that's all. Some of it's grass. Some of it's barley stem too. Anyway, another unthreshed head. What the heck? Okay. Now this takes a bit of time, right? But for the cost of putting this crop in, it's worth taking the time to make sure your combine is set proper. If you're throwing over 3 bushels to the acre just because you want to give her shit and get her done, well, you could have saved that 2 bushels quite easily. So 2 bushel an acre, well, I only got 1/4 of barley, but canola is where it really adds up. You go 2 bushel an acre throw over on canola when you could have saved it. Do the math on that. 2 bushels an acre on how many acres of canola you farm times $14 a bushel or whatever it's at right now. You're missing out on quite a bit of money there. So kind of sucks when you're doing this. You're dicking around. It's rain in the forecast. It's an east wind. Probably gonna rain tonight, but you can't get in a hurry. There's too much money on the line. Okay, I'll need 2 hands for this now. Sift the rest of this out. I don't see many kernels in there yet. Oh yeah, see, there's a couple there. There's a few more there, quite a few actually. I'm gonna dump the rest of this chaff. I'm gonna get some more few long straws out of here first. Get a few more of these long straws out, and then I'll dump it on top of there, and that'll sift that real fine stuff out of there. Okay. Okay, got everything out of the drop pan into the hand sieves. I'm gonna give this a little wiggle and blow on it a little bit, get all that chaff out of there as best I can. And then pour the grain into that funnel and see what we got. All right. So, hang on. A couple little beards in here still. So that's what I got sieved out. Now we'll pour it in the rain gauge and see what it says. There we go. Oh! So we're at 40. So that's a hair over. Looks like a bushel and a quarter or so. Throw over. Not terrible, but I know we can get it better than that. Let me think. That was only at 3 miles an hour. Huh. We could try another drop going 2.5. I don't want to be going that slow though. Let me think. I'm just going to try slow down. I'm not going to adjust anything on the combine. Yeah. I'm just going to slow down 0.5 mile an hour. So I did the drop at 3.0 miles an hour. This time we'll do the drop at 2.5 and see what we're throwing over. Alrighty. Did another drop at 2.5. Let's see what that's doing for throw over. And I've tried dicking around with settings in the combine so that you're able to go faster. In the end, you could probably fine-tune it a little bit better if you really dicked around with it, but in the end, you pretty much got to slow down sometimes. Like you slow down your ground speed. In the end, that's what the problem is. It just, maybe it's yielding better than I thought. Like we haven't went that far. We got that much in the hopper now. See a grasshopper in there. Ooh, there's a few awns stuck on the kernel still. Yeah, so let's go see what it's throwing over this time. I found the drop pan. Man, it was hidden in the straw that time. The straw completely covered it. I couldn't see any of it. Normally one side or the other sticks out enough to see it. But anyway, I got it. Let's get her all cleaned out and see what we're throwing over at 2.5. What is going on here? We're throwing over twice as much as we were before. Huh. I gotta make some adjustments, I guess. That's not right. Normally I can get this thing down to 1/2 bushel throw over. Maybe it's not ground speed that's the problem. It's settings I got it set at. Might have to adjust that. Yeah, that's 2 bushels an acre throw over. That's too much. Well, I just did another drop. Now the gauge is almost full. Look. That's like 4 bushels an acre throw over. It's not level here either though. So that's not helping. What the heck? I made some adjustments, or not adjustments. I made one adjustment. What is going on? I have had this trouble before getting that thing set for Barley. I forget what I did. That's crazy. That's the worst yet. What's going on here? Well, I came back to the yard here. Figure out why did it just get worse and worse and worse and worse? Mind you, that last drop, it was on a side hill a bit, so that wouldn't have helped. But 4 bushels an acre throw over, that something, I don't know what the heck's going on here, but that's not right. But that's what we're throwing over if we kept combining. But why are we throwing over that much? I got to figure that out. I had this problem not last year. 2 years ago I did barley. I had this problem 2 years ago. Now I can't freaking remember what I had to do to fix the problem. Well, anyway, I am happy with that piece of tin diverting that material to the center of the combine. That seems to be working pretty good for dropping straw anyway. So, not quite sure how it's going to work for chopping it yet. I haven't really tried that part out yet. But anyway, now what the heck did I do? Like it's almost like something's wrong. What did I do? Oh, was it this thing? What? Did I have to put Did I have to put 2 of those on? Another concave blank, or something's telling me I had to dick around with that. What on earth is going on here? Maybe it is that concave blank. Maybe I got to add another one of those. Because 2 years ago when I did barley last, I remember it was thrown over lots, like that last drop. And then whenever I did, I got it right down to that bushel or less an acre throw over. I just don't remember what I did. Well, I don't know. I got this other concave, what do you call it, blank in. I don't know, that doesn't make much sense to me, but let's try it. Okay, I just did another drop. Crop's pretty thin right here though. This is that spot, it's not even a foot tall. Might not be a very good test, being so thin. But it's nice and level here, so I don't know. Let's see what it's throwing over now. That's better. It's under, just a shade under 30. So how did that, I don't get it. But, or is it that it's because we're in a thin spot now? We should probably go back to where we left off and try it there again. See what it's throwing back in that same spot where it was. The last drop we did was, what was it? It was, 120 mils it was throwing over. That's where I want it. 30 or less. It's pretty thin here. Yeah, we'll have to go back over there, I guess. The wife just texted. She said, get yo ass home for supper. I was like, no, it's combining season. We're combining. Bring that out to the field. She didn't like that. So, you got to keep them cooks happy, right? So I'm going to run home for supper real quick. She said it's ready. So, go home for supper, think about this old Sassy Massey for a minute or two. Maybe that's what I did. Put 2 concave blanks in. I don't know. It was definitely better here, but was the crop just that much thinner and that's why it was thrown over less? I don't know. Go for supper, come back, try drop where we left off on that outside round back over there. See what it does. I'll meet you guys back here in what, an hour-ish? Okay. Well, we're back out here after supper. Came back to the spot where we left off and we were throwing over 120 mils on the gauge. Well, now we're at 80. Did 3 mile an hour. Back over there, I did 3 mile an hour before supper, where it was thinner though. It's not that good of a crop here either. I don't know what's going on with this combine. I don't normally have this much trouble setting it. What am I missing? There's got to be something I'm missing. Why is it throwing over so much? Huh. That's over. That's like 2.5 bushels to the acre throwing over. I know we can save a bushel and a half. I know we can get that extra bushel and a half into the combine. I've never thrown over this much. Ever. Like, what am I missing that we're throwing over so much? What the heck's going on? We are throwing over less now than before. So that did get a little better. We got to get it better than that. What the heck? Let me think. Well, I made an adjustment. Did another drop, and now it's even worse. I don't know what's going on with this combine. never had this much trouble. It wouldn't have nothing to do with that deflector plate we put on the back of the rotor, would it? Would that affect? Because something doesn't make any sense. I've never had, well, I had trouble a couple years ago when I did Barley last, but I think it was one of those filler plates on the concaves that I just can't remember if I had both of them in or one of them in. Like something's not adding up here. Can't be that deflector the piece of tin there at the back of the rotor. Can't be that, could it? Would that affect? No, that can't be it. That's way too much throw over 3 bushel an acre. Well, it's probably about 3 because I didn't quite get all the chaff out of there and some beards or awns or whatever. If you knock all that down, it's probably 3 bushel an acre for sure. I don't know what the heck to do. I mean, we could take that deflector plate, the back of the rotor off, and just go with the original piece. Because other than that, that's all that's changed with the combine. The more I think about it, the more that 2 of those concave blanks installed doesn't make sense. I'm almost certain I didn't have 2 of those in. I think I had one of those in, and the rest was just fiddling with the cylinder speed, your concave, setting, and then your fan, blower, whatever. Your ground speed. Well, I'm doing the same thing I did last time I was on Barley. Well, I think I'm doing the same thing. I don't think it would be that deflector that piece of tin we're using as a deflector, would it? Because that's already after it's out of the threshing system completely and the straw's just fallen down. Like, that can't be affecting anything, would it? This is frustrating. I think I'm going to remove one of those concave blanks. I don't think I had 2 of those in there. That doesn't make any sense. Take one of those out, and then it's just got to be fiddling with the adjustments on the combine. I don't understand what I'm missing here. Huh. Yeah, there's no way it can be because of this thing we put on there, could it? That's after the threshing system, like there's no way. Can't be. I just took that one concave blank out, left the other one in. I'm sure I need 1 blank in there. I'm almost certain I do for barley, wheat, and then I take it out for canola. But it looks like there's this clouds rolling in. I'm gonna go get the peat, park the peat over here, just so that I can empty out the combine quick if a storm comes in real quick or something and we're trying to get this thing set at the other end of the field. Or I guess we can dick around right here now. Don't matter. I can't believe it. See that way out there? Looks like it's coming this way. I don't know if it's gonna rain for sure, but I can't get the combine right here in the yard to unload it where the peat's parked now. So we'll take the peat back over there in the bale yard, and then at least we can unload the combine real quick whenever we're full, or if we get that far. Well, I come back down here where we left off from before. So I had this on the tailboard, drop pen on the tailboard, and it fell off right there. So it might get rain tonight. Look, that's big old system coming. Whatever. good too, I suppose. Okay, well, I'm gonna try another drop. I don't know. Try fine-tune the combine adjustments. I don't know what's going on with this thing, unless it is that pan or that deflector thing. We'll try a couple more things tonight. If we still can't get it, we'll come back tomorrow, take that deflector thing off and try it again. If it doesn't rain tonight. We'll see. Activate the magnets. Okay, let's put her on. Okay, here we go. Fairly level here, so we're fogging up again. It's pretty humid. The wind died right down. I don't know. I think this will be the last time I do a drop. Try to figure out what the heck's going on with this thing. Man, this straw feels pretty friggin' damp right now. Wow. Like, feels really damp. We're in a low spot now. Well, there's the drop pan. Look at the kernels in there. You can see it already that there's lots. What is going on? I wonder if it is that deflector thing. It's the only thing that I changed. I'm sure I've said that to you guys 9 times already. Good straw down here though. Better than up there anyway. Okay, well, I'll sift it out real quick and see what we're throwing over. This just keeps getting worse and worse. I don't even need to pour it in the gauge now. I can tell there's probably a full rain gauge and a half in the sieve, hand sieve. Look at this. That's all seed. Couple pieces of straw, but for the most part, that's mostly seed. I don't know what's going on with this thing. There's something wrong, or it's that piece of tin diverting everything into the middle of the combine, and it's affecting something. Well, it's awfully humid down here too. Won't be doing no more combining tonight. Unless we go take that piece of tin off, try it without it. That's got to be what's going on. That's the only thing left. I've fiddled with the settings on the rotor speed, fan speed, everything. Yeah, it's something else is going on. Let's pour this in the rain gauge just for fun. There's still a little bit of chaff in there, but not a lot. I bet you it's more than a full rain gauge. Look at this. So it filled the gauge right full. Not only did it fill the gauge right full, the funnel's full too. I kind of thought when I was combining along to do this drop, I could see the barley's not coming in the hopper, hardly at all. Something is seriously going on here. I don't know. I bet you if we walk back here, we'd see a bunch of barley on the ground. I don't really... Oh yeah, there's some there. There. I mean, it's going to be all over the place. No, what am I talking about? We're not chopping. We're dropping it, so it'll be underneath all this. Go like this. Get my shit together here. So yeah, we go like this. Look at the barley on the ground. Holy frick. We're dumping it all on the ground. What is going on? Yeah, this stuff would be taking on moisture now. It's awfully dewy right now. Let's bite into a kernel just to see what it's like down here. Kernels are still nice and hard. I mean, the heads are all bent over, right? So I think it's straw is awfully tough. You know, if we could figure out the combine, we probably could have went for a little longer. We're dropping the straw anyway, we're not chopping it. It's thrashing out okay. But I'm gonna go back to the bale yard where the service truck is, take that diverter tin off, and I don't know if there'll be time to try it tonight, but come back tomorrow maybe and try it again. Look how humid it is. Yeah, I think it's time just to go home. Okay, I'll turn this thing around and get her to the bale yard. Well, I guess we'll get her unloaded anyway. Well, we got her unloaded. Don't let me forget to close the tarp on the peat. I got a feeling it's going to rain tonight. Those clouds are getting closer. And we're still under that severe thunderstorm watch, so... oh well, let it rain then. You know what we're going to do? Holy crap, is it humid. We're going to close the tarp on the grain trailer here. Then we're going to go back and take that tin deflector off at the back of the rotor. Take it off tonight. And then whenever it... well, you never know, maybe it won't rain tonight. It sure looks like it though. Big system coming. Close this tarp. Put that piece of tin off. Now that's just the factory deflector on there. But it might be, or it might not work the way it should either, because I put a bend in it, right? It was pretty well straight down here, like this way, straight down, and I bent it like that. So I might have to take it off tomorrow or whenever we can take a test again and bend it straight down again, how it was. Because that might be bent too much and it might, I don't know, but we'll give her a go that way, because I'd like it to, some of the straw to be deflected a little bit, because it's all on the one side. But anyway, we'll try that, I guess, and see what that does. The deflector tin's right there. Took it off. That was another reason I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time making something, because if it doesn't work, then you got to tear it off and it was all for nothing. But it's really hot inside here, believe it or not, like really hot. So I'm going to grab this stuff and get the heck out of here. Okay, did we leave anything inside there? I don't think so. No, we're all good. All right, well. Combine's all empty. Grain trailer's tarped. Yeah, I think we're done. Well, I think it's home time. Oh, there's some big dark clouds coming this way. Look at it back over there. Yeah, that, I don't know. It looks like it's coming. See all that? That looks like dark rain clouds, storm clouds. I'm gonna check the radar right now and see what it's showing. Well, according to the radar, this big system, all that dark stuff, it's gonna go at an angle that way, up towards that way. It might miss us. If the radar is right, it's gonna miss us tonight. But they're not that accurate with that stuff, so who knows. But anyway, I'm going home, I guess. That combine's got me baffled. There's only one way to find out if that tin deflector was the problem, and I'm not going to dick around in the dark with that, so we'll just, if it doesn't rain tonight, we'll come back tomorrow and try it again. And if it rains tonight, well, good. Keep the cows happy, and we'll just try it again when it dries up. So if you made it this far into the video, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one.